How are you today? Great, great. Go ahead and take a seat. Make yourself as comfortable as possible. I understand that this is your first time in our clinic. And have you ever had chiropractic services in the past? Okay, great. Well, I'm more than happy to help you today. I am going to get a little bit of history and a little bit of information about your neck pain. So what we'll be doing today is just kind of figuring out a game plan for our services today. And what I'll be doing is kind of giving you a little adjustment and a little massage. We'll do some stretching, some measuring to see the movement of your neck, and then some exercises that I'm going to send you home with today. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just talk a little bit about your symptoms. So I understand you're having some neck pain. I'm very sorry to hear that. Cannot be fun. So when would you say that these symptoms started? A couple months ago. Okay. And was it from a job injury or a car accident? Okay. And what's your primary symptom? And then secondary symptoms? And can you just describe the onset? So when does it typically happen? Okay. And then do you have any radiating pain in your arms or legs? And what makes it better? Makes it worse? Okay. And then what would you say, the pain level is? 0 is no pain, 10 is the worst pain ever. On average. Okay. And then what would you say it is at worst? Okay. And then are they worse is the pain worse at night, during the day, in the morning? Okay. And then are you doing any exercise? Anything else? Great. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're still moving, as long as it's not causing you pain. Are you taking any prescription medication? Okay, what type? Okay. Do you use nutritional supplements? Okay, what type? And how old is your mattress? So it's getting pretty old. Is it still comfortable? Kind of. Well, I would look into getting a new mattress. We will talk about this a lot, but your posture affects, your neck, your shoulders, your back pain so much. So even when you sleep, there's correct postures to be in. So we will talk about this to see if that can kind of help alleviate some of the pain that you're having, as well as, stretching it, massaging it, getting that blood flow there, doing some exercises to build up the muscle as well. Alright, so when you say you have pain, I know you mentioned the neck. Do you have an aching pain in the neck? Okay. What about burning? So no. Would you say it's more the front, the side, or the back? The sides, okay. Do you have any numbness? Okay. Pins and needles feeling? What about stabbing? Okay. And what about throbbing pain? Alright. So we've just got some other questions and then we'll get started on the exam. So have you been treated before this problem before? No? Okay. Have you ever had chiropractic care in the past? No? Okay. And when was your last physical exam? did you have bone scan, CT, MRI, X-ray for this? MRI and an X-ray. So, what is the doctor's name that prescribed the MRI? Okay. Because we will reach out to them and we will get the MRI results just to take a look at them. How many hours of sleep do you get per night? Okay. And do you wake rested? Okay. Is your pillow comfortable? Do you use a heel lift? Do you use orthotics? Do you feel like they're comfortable? Okay. Have you had any past surgeries? So believe it or not, even if you have, a surgery in your foot, it's can impact the whole body. So even if you had a surgery on your little toe, it's still impacting the whole body. It's a whole system that works together. So we do like to look at that as well. Okay, so do you have any, concerns that you think that I need to know about? Fatigue, arthritis, blurred vision, anemia, things like that. Okay. Okay, well, that's all that I have for that. So, can you just kind of tell me a little bit about what happened? And I'm going to take some notes. So you're moving and heavy item. Oh, neck. Turn the beard away. Alright, and when you did that, did you feel any shoulder pain, any back pain? A little bit of shoulder. Do you feel like you have shoulder pain? Sometimes. Okay. What about back pain? Not as much. Okay. So mostly just the sides of the neck, a little bit of shoulder pain. Okay. Alright, so what we're going to do today is, the first thing I'm going to do is just take some measurements of you. And this is just going to kind of be like the baseline of where we started, because we're going to want to increase your movement as we go on. So I'm going to go ahead and just measure you. So the first thing I want you to do is the chin tuck. Okay, as far as you can. I'm going to come around here. We're just going to see the angle of that. As far as you can without causing pain. Right. So that's a little bit off. It's not in normal range. That tells me that there is something going on. Obviously, everyone's flexibility level is a bit different, but it does kind of show that maybe you are having constraint or something back there. So I'm going to go ahead, and now what I want you to do is just turn your head. So I'm going to move your head as far as we can. If it's painful, just tell me to stop. Measure this. I'm just taking notes so then we can see if we make progress each time that you come in. Alright, so same thing, but you're going to look the opposite way, so I can move your head just a little bit this way. Good. Okay. So on one side it moves a little bit more over, and so that kind of tells me maybe that know you are having pain more on one side. Do you notice that at all? No? Okay, well, we'll definitely have to look into that. I think that, just the movement there is a little bit off. We want it to be balanced, obviously. So now I'm going to have you look up as far as you can. Just okay, good. So I am going to kind of check your shoulder as too. I know you mentioned you had a little bit of shoulder pain, nothing too concerning, but you don't want to go down the road where it ends up being very painful for you. So I'm going to have you lift your arm all the way up. Go ahead and lift the left arm. Go ahead and measure that. Just all the way up. So let's see the ankle here. That side looks normal. Let's see the other side now. Put that arm down. I'm going to do this side now. Same thing, as high as you can without causing pain. Okay. So that side did not go up as much. Did you feel any pain with that side? Yeah. Okay. So it's interesting because your measurements, your neck was a little bit less flexible to that side, and your shoulder was a little bit less flexible. So really kind of want to take a look at this side and see if that's contributing to any pain for you. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do some range of motion. First, I'm just going to kind of massage in a little bit of your neck and shoulders to get some blood flow there. This is called, I'm just going to kind of make a little bit of an adjustment there. So I'm going to massage it, and then I'm going to make a little bit of an adjustment, okay? So if you feel comfortable at all doing this side, please let me know. Just want to get a little bit of blood flow before I do this. Okay, and then on the count of 3, I'm going to turn your head this way, okay? 1, 2, how was that? Right, not too painful, good, okay. We're going to do the same, but with this side. So 1, 2, 3, okay? Good. Okay, so I'm going to go to the back, do the same thing. So 1, 2, 3. You okay? Alright. And then we're going to do a little bit of shoulder adjustment here. Really gets a little bit more out of line on this side. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Little crack. 1, 2, 3. Little crack. Good. Alright. How does it feel? Go ahead now, and I'm going to measure again. Just see if that made any improvements. Keep these on. Go ahead and have you look to the side now. We're just going to measure again. All the way over. Oops, a little bit of change, a couple degrees, which is excellent. Do the same thing, look to this side, measure that side. Couple degrees. Okay, so that can help. We don't want to overdo that, but we can always do adjustments every time you're here, just to kind of get it a little bit more loose. And now I'm going to lift your left arm up here and measure this side. Okay. So that's about the same, but I do notice improvement with the neck. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do some range of motion movements. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is the cervical chin tuck. Okay, so I want you to sit upright with your shoulder blades squeezed together as far as you can. Okay, so back here, and you're going to pull your chin in gently, not fast or aggressively. Okay, you're going to keep your neck and head straight with your eyes looking forward at me. Okay, and you're going to hold it for 2 seconds and then feel the stretch around your neck. So it's going to be in. Okay, so not fast and aggressive. So I'm going to kind of move you to the motion that I want you to do. Come back. That's one thing. Go ahead and do it again. Move you in. 1, 2. 2 times. And again. 1, 2. That's 3 times. Again. 1, 2. 4 times. Again. 1, 2. 5 times. Good. And again. 1, 2. 6 times. And again. 1, 2. 7 times. Again. 1, 2. 8 times. 1, 2. 9. 1, 2. 10 times. Good. So you should feel the stretch behind your neck when you're doing that. So your shoulder blades are together. You're holding it in and going out. Okay, was that uncomfortable at all? No, good. Excellent. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I want you to sit upright. Shoulder blades squeeze together again. Okay, so a little bit more back. Yep, make sure you're squeezing them together as much as you can. I'm going to give you a little push. Good. Okay. So your chin needs to be tucked in gently. Okay, we don't ever want to be aggressive with the neck. We want to be gentle. Alright, just make sure your posture looks okay. A little bit more with your shoulders. Good. Okay. So while you're keeping your chin tucked, okay, as much as you can, you're going to look upwards to the ceiling, okay? And you're going to stretch your head backwards. Go as far as it's comfortable, okay? And then you're going to return to your starting position, okay? And so do this at a relatively moderate pace. You're trying to get your joints, your muscles moving. And if you feel severe pain, stop, okay? Mild to moderate pain is okay for this. So I'm going to go ahead and push your shoulders, and then I want you to look up. Go about this far, is that okay? And come back down. Once again, you're going to do that for 10 times, okay? So, go ahead, look up. 1. And down. 2. Come back. 3. Good. Come back. 4. Come back. 5. Come back. 6. Come back. 7. Come back. 8. Come back. 9. Come back. And 10. Come back. How does it feel? Any pain with that? Any discomfort? Okay, great. Alright, so what we're going to do now is this is the cervical flexion with the chin tucked down, okay? So once again, sit up straight with your shoulder blades squeezed together, so a little bit more here. Good. And your chin is going to be tucked in gently. Go ahead a little bit more, move your chin down. Good. Okay, so you got that. And then you're going to keep your chin tucked, so you should be looking down. You're going to bend your head forward until you feel the stretch behind your neck, okay? Go as as far as comfortable, and then return to starting position. Okay? So also remember to do this at a moderate pace, and if you feel severe pain, stop. Okay? So you should gradually feel kind of an increase in the range of motion with that. So shoulder blades back. Go ahead and bend down a little bit more. I'm going to count for you again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. How does that feel? Feels more stretched out. Good. Did you have any pain with that? A little bit of soreness? Okay. I'm going to make a note of that. Okay, so these are my favorite ones. This is the cervical rotation. So it's just looking over your shoulder. Okay, like that. So you're going to sit upright. Once again, shoulder blades squeeze together. And your chin is tucked just a little bit, very gently. So you're going to hold onto your chair. So you can put your hands down, hold onto your chair. And you're going to look over your right shoulder. And then you're going to return to starting position. Okay? And then, again, if you feel pain, and it's severe, stop. So you're going to do this 10 times, looking to your right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, same thing. Go ahead and look this way. And you're going to do it 10 times again. Push your shoulder blades together. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Have any pain? 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Okay. Right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to move you for this one. It's going to be ear to shoulder. Okay. So I'm going to have you squeeze your shoulder blades, hold your chair, and I'm going to move your head at ear to shoulder. I want to make sure that you feel the motion. Okay. So 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I wanted to make sure you felt that. So when you do that at home, make sure you're doing the exact same motion I just did for you there. Okay? Did you feel any pain with that? Okay, and once again, if you feel severe pain, stop. Okay? We don't want to cause any damage. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side now. Okay? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. How does that side feel? It's a little bit more painful. Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that. Okay. Alright, so the next thing that we're going to do, this is the snag towel exercise. So you just need a towel, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on the back of your neck, okay? And if you find, any of the exercises painful, you can use the towel, okay? This is supposed to help alleviate some of that pain, okay? So usually it's less painful for most people, not always, but you're going to place the towel on the bottom of your neck, so like right here, right there, okay? And you're going to pull forward, keeping the tension of the towel throughout the exercise, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and just try it out here. Go ahead and just pull a little bit. And this should be pulling forward. Your shoulder blades are together as much as possible. Pull a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Release. 1, 2, 3. Release. How did that feel? It's okay? Okay, good. Alright, so if you ever feel unwell or the exercises cause significant pain, please stop, okay? And then just discuss it with me next week. I am going to be sending home these exercises with you to make sure that you are getting in the appropriate stretching. So they're going to start off relatively easy, and then they will get a little bit more difficult as your program continues, okay? But that is all that I have for you today. I would like to see you once a week as we continue, for your neck and shoulder pain. I'm going to print this off for you, and these will be your exercises for the week, okay? But I also wanted to talk about, you're working on your posture. So when you have your posture, you want to make sure that your neck is up straight. We don't want to be bending down because that can cause stress on your neck. And then when you're sitting, your bottom is all the way to the back, okay? We're not leaning like this or curving our back, okay? And then the sleeping position. Do you sleep on your back, side, or stomach? Side, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and send you a document that kind of shows you the correct sleeping positions. That way you're not putting strain on your back or your neck, okay? Alright. And that is all that I have for you today. So this will go home with you. And then next time we'll be doing some more exercises, a little bit more intense. Do you have any questions for me? Okay, great. And what days work for you to come back in? Mondays or Wednesdays? Okay. And time? Around 5 p.m.? Okay. Alright, we can go ahead and schedule that. I'm thinking Mondays at 5 p.m. I'm here, so I'm going to send this home, and I will see you next Monday at 5 p.m. Goodbye.